Donald Trump is calling on Russian President Vladimir Putin to end up ending the Russian-Ukraine war. Now, he is saying basically Russia needs to end this conflict or face very high tariffs and sanctions from the United States. Well, Russia's already been sanctioned quite heavily by Joe Biden, and that hasn't deterred him. And we only import about $3 billion worth of goods annually. Now, that is less than 0.1% of what we import, yearly. So sanctions wouldn't affect the U.S. economy that bad. And I don't know how bad it would affect the Russian economy, because I'm guessing they export things to a lot of other places that aren't us. But those are the two things Donald Trump is calling for at this point, saying Russia needs to end the war, or those would be the consequences. However, remember on the campaign trail, Donald Trump said he could end the war in 24 hours. It would take one phone call. He said he could even end it before being inaugurated. Well, he was elected on November 5th. He was inaugurated on Monday. He has been in office now going on 48 hours, and the war still goes on, and there's no end in sight. So where is this peace deal that he seems to think is so easy to achieve? Obviously, it's not. There's a lot of factors here, mostly that Russia wants to acquire all of the territory in Ukraine, and Ukraine will not accept a deal that includes giving up any of the land seized by Russia. Now, I don't know where this ultimately ends up. Donald Trump claims to be the king of the deal and the best deal maker, so supposedly he's going to be able to come up with some kind of an agreement. But I don't know if it's going to be one that keeps Ukraine's borders where they should be, which is where they were prior to the invasion of Crimea in 2014 by Russia, or at least prior to where they were before the invasion of Ukraine by Russia in 2022. So now that's kind of what Donald Trump is saying. It's going to be high tariffs, which won't probably do anything, or even more sanctions, which haven't worked yet. Now, he says he's doing this as a favor to Vladimir Putin, giving him a chance to come to the table. I don't like the way he phrased that, but that is what it is. And I don't see Vladimir Putin really kowtowing to Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump thinks they're on the same level and that Vladimir Putin respects him, which just isn't true. We will see what happens, and if he can actually come to some kind of a deal. I will agree that with Donald Trump in this one case, that the war does need to end, and it needs to end soon because it is pointless.